guys, today we're gonna make this creamy cucumber and dill shrimp salad in the comfort of your home in under 10 minutes. We're gonna take some fresh dill right here. I love this stuff. It's so aromatic and so flavorful. Red onion, some hydroponic bib lettuce, fresh brioche rolls, and of course, you know my favorite, beautiful shrimp. You know we have the best shrimp here on the Grand Strand, and these bad boys are gonna make a delicious shrimp salad in under about 10 minutes, so you don't need a lot of time. In your kitchen, all you're gonna need is just a few little pieces of equipment. First and foremost, I've got a little steamer going here on the oven, all right, with a little bit of water. We're gonna add some flavor to that in a little bit, but we got the steamer going. You're gonna need a couple of mixing bowls and just your ingredients. So not a lot of prep, not a lot of work, but a whole lot of flavor. So let's get into it. First, we're gonna take our cucumber. This is an English cucumber. I like the English cucumbers. They're smaller, they've got a great flavor, really fresh and beautiful. We're gonna dice it up. So I'm just gonna take it and make nice long strips. And when it starts to get a little wobbly here on the end, just lay it on its broad side, on its flat side, and just continue, rinse and repeat. Make nice little julienne or French fry cuts, just like that, all right? So we're gonna then take those pieces and we're gonna dice them up because we want nice little small, flavorful bites and pops in our shrimp salad. So there you have it. So we have our cucumbers nice and diced up. Look at how fine and uniform those are, and it smells so good. I don't know about you, but I love the smell of fresh cucumber, and we're getting right into the heat of growing season, especially here on the Grand Strand. So we're starting to see fresh local cucumbers and things like that, and those are always the best. If you can get them, get those. So with our cucumber, let's grab some red onion. We're gonna just match the size of our cucumber with our red onion. So we're just gonna dice it up. There we go, we have our cucumbers, we have our red onion. Now on to the fresh herbs of the deal, fresh dill. Look at all this. Oh, I love it, it smells so good, and it pairs, it's falling everywhere. It pairs so well with fresh seafood. I use it in a lot of different things all the time. When it comes to seafood, it pairs well with lobster salads and those kinds of things, but today the shrimp salad is gonna be great. So you don't have to mess around with the dill a whole lot. We got all of the stems in one side, all of the fronds, that's what those little leafy parts are called, the fronds, right up on the top. So we're just gonna give these a little bit of a rough chop. So we're gonna come right down through, and since they're all lined up and organized, we can just run that knife all the way down through. If you get a little bit of the stem, that's okay. Throw this fresh dill right in here. If you guys don't have a blade like this, a kitchen blade or a scraper, a bench scraper is really what it's called, you should check into getting one of these because this thing saves a ton of energy. Here's our dill stems. Don't throw these away. These are gonna be going right into our steaming liquid in a second. I'll tell you what we're gonna do with them momentarily. Now time for our shrimp. We're gonna take our shrimp, these beautiful local South Carolina, fresh off the coast shrimp, we're gonna split them in half. All right, they've already been peeled, deveined, and I popped the tail off, but now I'm gonna take that shrimp and slice it right in half like this. And I do that for a couple of reasons. One, it's gonna make a smaller bite, an easier, more tender bite of shrimp for your shrimp salad, okay? That's reason number one. Reason number two is if you get in here real close, come on in here, get right in there with me. You've got all of these little openings and these crevices in the shrimp. So what that's gonna do, it's little crevices and pockets for flavor to kind of hide out in, which is gonna be really good. Flavor is the game, right? More flavor, more fun. So that's why we do that. So the shrimp is smaller, a little bit more tender, easier to eat, and it's got all of these nooks and crannies and crevices to hold in all of the flavor. I'm just gonna take all of my shrimp, split them right in half. All right, so there's our shrimp, all split up. I got all of them split in half. They're gonna corkscrew up really nice, be really tender, delicious, sweet bites of awesomeness. So they're going in a bowl. Here on the stove, I have a pot of water, just a pot of boiling water right now. Nothing in it, no flavor, just our normal Grand Strand, amazing, delicious water. So underneath of here, just getting that rocking and rolling. We want a really strong boil. Shrimp do not take a lot of time to steam. They cook lickety split. So we want to make sure that this is up and running, really rolling boil, creating a lot of steam before we throw the shrimp in. Because once we start that train rolling, there's not really any way to stop it. We want to make sure we have everything ready to go beforehand. Next, I'm gonna take a sheet pan. The sheet pan I'm gonna put into my freezer. Why am I doing that? I want my sheet pan to be really, really ice cold so that when my shrimp are finished cooking, I'm gonna pull them out, throw them right onto the sheet pan, and the sheet pan is gonna bring that temperature of their shrimp right down. It's gonna stop the cooking process on a dime, and it's gonna preserve all of the flavor that we're about to throw into these shrimp. It's a really cool technique. Use that at home. All right, so the water is boiling, nice rolling boil here, lots of awesome steam, but we don't want to just cook our shrimp with that steam. We want to impart as much flavor as possible. So we're gonna do that into the boiling water itself. We're gonna take our stems of our dill, they're going in. We're gonna take some lemon. We're gonna cut that bad boy in half. We're gonna squeeze it out right here. Get all the juice in there. The lemon's going in. How about some garlic? We love some garlic. Some garlic's gonna go in there. And then even, how about some of our red onion? We got some red onion left over. Let's throw some red onion in there. All right, so the liquid that's gonna be boiling to create our steam is gonna be super nice and flavorful, and more flavor, more fun, always better. Oh man, it's already, immediately it smells so good in here. Awesome. Shrimp going into our flavorful steam pot here. Get all of those. Make sure we got one nice layer so we cook evenly. That's all I got. Now we're gonna wait until they cook, a couple of minutes. We're gonna pop this open, give it a little stir. These shrimp in just 2 or 3 minutes are already like 70% of the way finished. So we're just gonna move them around, make sure that the ones on the top are now on the bottom so that they're gonna cook evenly. Another 2 minutes, we're ready to go. All right, so I think our shrimp are ready. I'm gonna grab our sheet pan here out of the freezer. It's nice and cold, ice cold right now. Beautiful shrimp coming out. Take a look at these. Oh, it smells so good. Look at that. We got a little bit of leftover dill already on there. They curled up nice. Now onto the sheet pan to stop that cooking process immediately. We'll mix them around here, get one nice layer of these shrimp. Just beautiful shrimp right here, and that heat is immediately being drawn out by that cold sheet pan, pulling it right out of those shrimp. You've heard of an ice bath before. You can put things, vegetables, shrimp, whatever, into an ice bath. But what, in my opinion, what that does is any flavor that you just imparted onto these shrimp or onto the vegetables, whatever it is, you just wash right off as soon as you dump it in the ice cold water. All right, so our shrimp are cooled down just enough that we can start mixing everything in. And when you feel the bottom of the pan, it's really warm. It has pulled the heat from those shrimp right out. So the shrimp are going into the pot first, into our stainless steel, glass, whatever kind of mixing bowl you have there at the house. That will work. So the shrimp go in first. I want the shrimp to go in first because it's easy to add all of the other ingredients in if you need more. But if you add them first and then you don't have enough shrimp to cover, now you're kind of in a pickle. So the shrimp go in first. Next into the party, let's throw our cucumbers in. So we have our cucumber, our fresh cucumber going in there. Some red onion going right in there. Again, we can add more. It's always, you're always able to add more. It's just really hard to take it out once you get it in. Some minced garlic. You know my gig, I'm not using the fresh stuff if I can avoid it. I'm too busy to use that stuff. I'm using the jarred, you can also. Now we have some Greek yogurt, some plain Greek yogurt. I told you spring has sprung here on the Grand Strand, beach season right around the corner. So this is a really light, really fresh, really pretty healthy dish that you can make for cookouts, parties, birthdays, just lunch in general, and keep that beautiful beach body ready to go at all times. If you're anything like me, I need all the help I can get. So here we have a little bit of sour cream to pair with our Greek yogurt, and I went ahead and used the half-fat sour cream. Why not? The goal is to be light and healthy, so let's try to stick with that. So that's what we're looking with now. We're in with a little bit of the fresh dill. So let's give this a toss. And the colors already are so vibrant. Just so much going on here. Love this. The shrimp is definitely going to be the star of this show. Get everything nice and mixed up in there. I think I'm going to add a little bit more sour cream. Just a dollop there. Now in for some citrus. Let's take a little bit of our lemon, roll that out, break up those membranes on the inside. We'll split it. Take our handy dandy juicer and try to catch the seeds, because even though This is designed to catch most of the seeds. Yeah. It's a big lemon. It will let some slide through, so know that going in. So one more big squeeze here. There we go. In with the lemon juice, let's now add a little bit of lemon zest. I love lemon zest. It's really bright and aromatic and fragrant, and it adds such a nice little pop. One more last mix up. We're gonna add a little bit of salt. We're gonna add a little bit of pepper. Mix, mix, mix. Here we go. ABT, right? Always be tasting. I'm coming in for my first taste. Look at the bite. We've got our dill, our red onion, some cucumber, and those awesome shrimp. You can see the little lemon zest in there. Guys, wow. Fresh lemon, the zest, the fresh herbs, beautiful. And there's our shrimp salad, but let's get ready to plate it up. So I'm gonna use a really nice fresh brioche roll here. I like to use brioche on something like this. It's got a lot of buttery notes into it. It's really sweet, really soft bread, especially after you warm it up a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of hydroponic bib lettuce. And if you've never used this stuff, check it out. It is really, really cool. We're gonna take a couple of the smaller leaves here from the inside, and we're just gonna scoop our shrimp salad right onto the top. So a little bit here. Shrimp go right down over the top. Look at those curly Q shrimp going right there. And there you go. A beautiful local shrimp salad sandwich with that hydroponic bib, cucumbers, dill, red onion. Loving it. This shrimp salad is so good. I'm excited to taste it. I've got it everywhere. The creamy cucumber and dill dressing that's on those local shrimp is really good. Guys, check out the full recipe down in the comments. Check that out. While you're there clicking around, make sure you like, subscribe, click that bell icon so you never miss a bite here on The Hook, where we're showing you how to make these amazing coastal flavors in the comfort of your own home with no stress and no headache. Join us next week for a fresh episode. We'll see you then.
Beach easy.